Hello. You might be wondering where we are right now. And if you are wondering that, you clearly haven't watched episode 1.
Go and watch it if you haven't already.
I'm here with myself and DigitalDan.
Hello, Marcus. Welcome to the field! I'm not falling back on my chair this time. No, I'm not doing that. We are back, literally, I think it's around a month, 2 months since the last episode. So like we said, go and watch it if you haven't. And there's been some interesting stuff happening.
I tell you what, Dan, I'm flipping cold.
It's freezing, I'm literally shaking. I'm so nervous to film this video, guys. But there's been some recent revelations within government about it, talking about their support for this project. And Marcus has some info on some trains.
Let's talk trains.
This is now called Train Tour, not the field, the train.
The train. You guys don't know that right behind you, as in camera you, is a big train track.
Indeed there is. There's literally a sign I can see right now that says, "Stop, look, listen, beware of trains."
There is.
There's one coming right at us!
So the other night, I went to a convention nearby here where they were talking about the upgrades to this little train line here. And this little train line is an interesting topic because there's the train line over in that direction somewhere, which has the Thameslink trains, you know, the ones that go to London St Pancras International or London
Farringdon.
Blackfriars.
That's like the more major line, I'd say. But obviously that's a lot smaller because it runs 2 carriages. And I think if it kept like that when the Universal opens, it'd be the busiest train in existence.
Yeah, there's no one's denying the fact that most people will probably come to Universal on the Thameslink train.
Yeah. But
this tiny little 2-car carriage train, currently called the Marston Vale line, if you want to look it up, but it's being extended. Currently, it runs between Bletchley and Bedford, and it's going to be upgraded with upgrades.
Who's doing the upgrades?
Someone.
Because I bought a train line in Marston.
And what they do for you, it's being extended to go between Oxford and Cambridge. So that's big.
Yeah,
that's
big.
Flipping big.
But
so literally, we're talking anyone who lives in Oxford or Cambridge.
Or in between.
Or in between, even Milton Keynes. Milton Keynes! They could get to Universal on this train when it's upgraded. So it's a big deal. Some might say transportation is the most important part of a theme park.
It is, getting there. I think a lot of things about like Alton Towers and stuff. With Thorpe Park, you've got Staines train station nearby, Chertsey, and then buses that run from them. With Chessington, train station nearby, buses if needs be. Legoland the same. Towers has nothing. And I think as much as Alton Towers is the most popular park in the UK, or one of the most, I feel like that's what it's missing to be that step up. Transport. And Universal will have transport. Car parks are going to be over there. No, we're on the car parks, aren't we?
We're on a field.
But the consultation then? You went to this convention. What happened there? Was there any mention of Universal? I don't even know. I've told him to save it for this episode. So
juicy train talk. You remember in episode 1, we went to the little station over there called Kempston Hardwick, with nothing around it. Well, Kempston Hardwick station is closing. Legit.
But that felt like, you know when they said Nemesis is closing and that guy on the screen? that felt like that for a second.
Please edit the Nemesis guy saying Kempston Hardwick is closing.
By order of the Phalanx, as you may or may not be aware,
Kempston Hardwick is closing.
So it's closing. That's pretty major?
Nah, no one uses it. Well, no one uses it now.
Yeah, I was going to say in future though.
But we are talking about one of Europe's, if not Europe's biggest leisure attraction coming to this field. So it has actually been addressed in their plans. Only slightly. I spoke to a man.
What was his name? Name the man.
The man was called Ed. Thank you for talking to me, Ed.
Legend.
You were very nice.
I love you, Ed.
And Ed said they haven't directly addressed it in their plans for the railway at the moment because that this Universal plan has not been approved yet.
Okay,
But
right.
he did say that option 2 for Stuartby train station, which is basically, see over there, have the Stuartby station at the end of the field, in this field.
Oh, okay.
So over there, in this field, would be Stuartby station.
So that's clear that they're thinking about Universal.
Yeah.
It just seems so likely with not only that, but also the fact that what was mentioned in government recently, because I've got that to report on.
Ed did say they had contacted the Universal team. They've spoken to them.
Should we get Ed on for an interview?
Ed?
Come to the field.
Oh, big news, Daniel.
What?
See, the foot crossing we cross over to get to the field for these filming sessions, it's going to be closed.
No more the field.
No more.
So I guess this is the last episode.
Goodbye.
It's been a pleasure. Longest series of existence.
There was an original plan to put a footbridge crossing here,
Okay.
and that's gone. They've got rid of that plan. They're going to get rid of the foot crossing, and do you know what they wrote in the plan
Go on.
as the alternative for getting rid of this foot crossing? Walk around.
Walk around. What?
Oh, the train's coming!
Oh no, it's actually going to be quite loud. I'm sure you can hear this.
Hello!
There was barely anyone on it.
It was completely empty. There's no one on the train. But in the future, there might be.
And in the future, there might be an approval of Universal Studios Bedford. With it being a very exciting sort of time right now where, well, I guess we don't know if it's officially confirmed or not, but it's clearly very likely because the government. Keep your viewers entertained for a second.
Oh, that was so cringe. Hello, viewers. It was the wrong day to wear white trainers. Bye-bye.
It's the wrong day to hear.
Well, your black trainers actually look worse than my white ones.
Look at that! We've gone from train talk to trainer talk, and now we're going to
basket case!
Now, I don't have the clip, right? Because I saw this clip multiple times, but it's somewhere. I've quoted it. I've quoted it. I've got the entire quote of what they say.
Yeah.
Have you heard this?
No.
Also, it's a surprise for Marcus as well. So the government on January 16th had a meeting in Parliament, the House of Commons. And they obviously discussed various things. I don't know what else they would discuss, but one of the things was Universal. What? Universal Studios.
I feel like I had too much detail for the train bit.
Universal Studios, they did mention. One of the people in the stand says, speaking of the plans for Universal Studios theme park resort in Bedfordshire, it's a huge opportunity to drive economic growth and private sector investment. What progress is being made? When does the government expect discussions for Universal Studios to conclude? So the fact that they're concluding them, I think we're not far off of a decision.
Sounds positive, doesn't it? I think from the government point of view, Jesus Christ, imagine
I think we spoke about it last, London Resort.
Yeah.
Did that have any government backing? No. This has gone so much further.
Yes. As a government, why would you not want to bring that level of tourism to your country?
It's literally just a no-brainer.
Yeah.
I guess the only thing that would stop you is the amount of cost of building it, because I would assume now they've got the government involved, it would be part government, part Universal Studios paying to build it all. But
yeah.
I don't know because I'm not knowledgeable. Everyone in the stands then says, yeah, very good, very good. They did. But it was someone. And they said and replied to that person saying, he knows because we've had several discussions about this that I can't enter into precise details of the negotiations with Universal Studios, but they are going well. I'm very hopeful that this will be transformational for the British tourist industry if we manage to pull it off, and I'm sure he will be, urging everybody to cooperate with the government in that process.
I don't know if there's anyone that doesn't want this to happen.
I mean, the people of Bedford, I don't know if they want big warehouse, big busy, lots of people.
It's quite outside though, isn't it? We're
yeah,
you can't even see Bedford. Can you see Bedford?
I can actually.
Oh,
I can
okay.
see a Universal Studios lorry right there.
It's driving right towards us.
No!
Everything all the voices from all different angles seem really positive, don't they?
Yeah. I think, I mean, we spoke about it last time, and I think the main reason we came here today was not only for this discussion, but also to speculate a bit more. So we'll get onto that. But I feel like more and more points towards it happening. And lo and behold, as I'm editing this, something else has pointed towards it happening. So sadly, this isn't me reporting from the field right now, but an article has been released regarding some future government projects to do with sort of UK infrastructure, mainly regarding Heathrow and the fact that new runways delayed and other airport stuff like that. But later in the article, it was discussed that other projects poised to be signed off after being delayed are the Lower Thames Crossing, a road tunnel beneath London's Thames River, and a Universal Studios theme park north of the capital, the people said. So if they are commenting and coming to these conclusions about these other projects they've just spoken about, then Universal Studios Bedford is one of the next projects to be signed off, and we might finally get an announcement for it in the coming months. I mean, that sort of just backs up what we were saying about the government and the trains and stuff, but yeah. Back to the field. Very cool jacket. Has to be mentioned.
Thank
Do I
you.
look like Toxicator? No.
Toxicator, Imagineer.
I'm going to start spinning in a minute. But no, yeah, the pricing has to be reasonable but not too expensive because, again, US, like I said last time, it's like 100... Where are you looking out to?
Just admiring
There's
the field.
no view. There's no view.
I like the look of mud.
You can't make it as expensive as the US ones because it's too expensive at that point, but you can't make it as cheap as, say, I don't know, Drayton Manor's pretty reasonable, I think, like 20 quid something for a ticket. You can't make it that cheap because of the quality of what Universal Studios is going to try and bring. We're not far from an announcement. Epic Universe opens in 4 months. Should we come back here on opening day for Epic Universe?
Yeah.
Everyone's going to be loving their life over in like the Monsters Unchained ride or Super Nintendo World, and we're just here.
At least we will have attended a Universal Park on its opening day.
They say 2030 is when it's going to open the like maximum time, or 2031. Surely construction has to start like in the next year or two, right?
You'd hope so.
We won't be on this field for much longer. This year, if any news comes out, which I definitely think it will, we will be here reporting. We'll try our best.
Beyond that, we'll be on the field. Next to the field.
You might see some construction vlogs as well, especially if it starts to go up very quickly, because we won't be able to be here every time something gets built. It's going to be an exciting time. Like, remember when you'd be outside? I remember us two literally sitting outside of Nemesis Reborn when that was being retracked, the corkscrew going in, seeing that be built, seeing Hyperia, the final bit of that.
Yeah.
That was a moment, the golden moment.
Was quite golden.
We're going to be able to see a theme park of the scale and quality of Universal Studios be built from scratch. How does that make you feel?
It tingles. It makes me feel warm and fuzzy inside. But Daniel, I wanted to ask you a question.
Go on.
What rides, I know we touched on it last time, but what rides do you think, having looked at Epic Universe being fleshed out with all of its like Donkey Kong,
Yeah.
Stardust Races, do you think we could see that here?
So basically, last time we said about the themes that could come over, didn't we? We said like Jurassic Park, Harry Potter. I thought's a no-go. Some people disagreed in the comments. Should we read some comments at the end of this video? That might actually be quite interesting.
Yeah, let's
I
do
just
that,
thought
yeah.
of that. Wow. But you're talking rides.
Yeah, ride systems. Let's talk about
Should
the
we go-
geeky stuff.
So we're not going to say they should make a Jurassic Park roller coaster. We're going to say they need a Zamperla Nebulas, like that sort of stuff. Of all the rides they could have
Please
chosen.
no.
Should we bounce off each other? I know you asked me at first. What do you think?
Rides,
Do one ride, one ride each, and then we'll bounce. We'll do it a few times.
Well, ride system-wise, I think the UK, as you can see, is quite cold.
yes.
It could do with Universal's dark rides.
Or even dark coasters.
Or dark coasters, yeah. So I would love to see a variation of their Forbidden Journey motion arm thing come to the UK. That would be really cool.
Yeah. I'll sort of extend that point out. The Gringotts, I like the rush of it. So I hope, along with your Forbidden Journey thing, I hope we get some sort of Gringotts style ride, maybe in the form of like, it could literally be like Lord of the Rings thing we spoke about, something like that.
What about
that'd be really
like,
cool.
have you seen the new Dark Universe up and downy movement dark ride carriage?
I've not.
So it's basically, you have to imagine a ride vehicle that basically looks like the same seating configuration as the Tower of Terror.
I thought that was the Harry Potter one.
Wait, yeah.
Was it gold and red?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is
No,
Harry
I'm
Potter.
wrong. Yeah.
Wait, no, still, the point still stands.
That one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Make me look clever in the edit.
The editing is so powerful. You could make it, for instance, say last episode, we could have been yapping about the completely wrong area for the roller coasters in the actual park to be in the car park and stuff. And then I could have edited it to look entirely different and make us look right.
We could be on a green screen. Your chair's sunk so deep in the dirt. Dark rides would be good, wouldn't they?
I think we're going to have more indoor rides than most Universal parks, I think. I know they have a lot anyway, but I think the train's coming back.
Train's coming back.
Should we
Give us
wave
a
again?
toot.
It's just a it's
There's
still
no
empty.
one on it. Oh my god. Does anyone take that train?
Don't think so. But we need some outdoor rides. What do we reckon?
What's that one highlight coaster? Because if you think Epic Universe's big highlight is Stardust.
Stardust.
You
Islands
talk about-
is Velocicoaster.
Now it's Velocicoaster. It used to be Hulk, but Velocicoaster. What's that one big standout?
I feel like we're going to get some form of a Intamin or Mac like launch coaster. Huge. That's what I think. Because even studios in Florida, if you've been watching This Past Week in Theme Parks, which if you haven't subscribed, even in that, I've been saying that Universal Studios Florida is getting a Intamin coaster of some sort. So we could see that.
Are they?
Yeah. Did you not know about that?
No, what are they go?
Bro does not watch This Past Week in Theme Parks. And there's apparently a document that's been released, and it has a contractor, and it says Intamin. So Studios is going to get an Intamin.
Good.
That needs that.
The
But what
two-
does here need?
My two favourite manufacturers at this moment in time have to be Intamin and Vekoma.
Real?
Oh, wait, but my favourite coaster is Voltron, which is a Mac.
Yeah, that don't make sense.
Yeah, that don't make
But
any sense.
I would agree with you. I think my three favourite at the moment is the three we've just said, yeah.
Yeah.
I would agree with you.
Because Vekoma, not many people... I feel like not many people are talking about it, but they are making some quality rides.
They're bringing back the tilt coaster. That wasn't anywhere near anyone's radar.
Yeah, the STC
Oh, that looks so good.
is
I need to
so
go there.
good.
So many of you guys have said that you want me to go to Emerald Park. I need to.
Shout out to Emerald Park. If you haven't done it already, go to Emerald Park and ride their new Vekoma inverted coaster. It's amazing.
I don't know whether Universal would get something like that.
I don't think they'll do that. In the midst of where we are right now, where manufacturers are having to make coaster manufacturing cheaper,
Making rides rattle.
well, this is the big talk, isn't it? There is this shift where obviously there's been a hit to the leisure industry and theme parks are having to potentially spend less on rides. And if there's manufacturers out there that are still making smooth quality rides,
They're going to choose them.
I think Universal know that they need high throughput rides. It's in their design philosophy if you look at their theme parks. So something high throughput like that.
And I think Stardust has shown us they're not afraid to do rides that have all this airtime and these crazy inversions, because I can't remember what it's called, but the one where, because it's a dueling coaster, there's a bit where one track goes up into a airtime hill and barrel rolls down, and the other barrel rolls up over it and then goes down under the barrel roll of the other one. Don't know what that element was called. But that sort of thing and all the airtime on that ride shows they're not afraid to do these crazy like Outer Banks and random stuff. I think we will see a very strong Mac or Intamin roller coaster with like crazy airtime, crazy launches here at Universal Studios, Great Britain.
There's one thing for certain, Daniel. What? Universal will give us 5 big booms. Boom! Boom!
Right then, with that being
But wait, Daniel! We haven't read the comments from the last video.
we're going to make this a part, actually. I completely forgot about that. We're going to actually go through the comments on the previous video, the previous episodes. So if you want to be featured in the next episode, come up with some speculation.
Thrill Riders said, welcome to the field. For some reasons, some people are talking about your phone.
Why are they talking about my phone? Nothing happened in that video to do with my phone.
Nothing.
Nothing happened. What do you mean? That's just weird. As a Floridian, you have no idea what you're in for, and I mean that in a good way. Universal is one of the most bang for your buck theme parks in the world, I would argue. The level of theming is also going to be completely unmatched all the way to Paris, lol.
Bang for your buck. That's basically saying they think it's good value for your money.
Which will be great.
DigitalDan looks too professional for those microphones. Sorted.
I'm expecting you to stay there for the entire process. Well, we could just sit here for years.
Yeah.
Where's
Uber
the
Eats.
tent? Uber Eats, yeah.
Yeah. Can someone send us a blanket?
The UK itself has so many IPs that could be used. Doctor Who, Paddington Bear, Wallace and Gromit. If Wallace and Gromit came to Universal Studios...
You'd keel over and die.
in a good way.
The Kempston Hardwick station will in the future form part of the new East-West Rail line from Oxford, MK, Bedford and Cambridge, running 4-car trains. I've already touched on this. You're too late.
They beat you to that 2 months early. That convention was pointless.
Liked and subbed. Can't wait for that sweet t-shirt, Dan. Oh yeah, you said you'd give away t-shirts. Where's the t-shirts, Daniel, for everyone who liked and subbed?
How many likes did it have? I had 2,000 likes, so someone a t-shirt.
Dan and Marcus yapping in a field for 15 minutes was not on my 2024 bingo card. Well, it's 2025 now.
So stick that on your bingo card. I think the answer for Universal to not putting Harry Potter in the UK park, if you don't remember, we talked about that, is to instead make the UK park have the only Lord of the Rings land in the world. That's exactly what I said, and it's very, very true. They're going to have to make some mad IP that everyone loves, that only one of the things exists here.
Yeah. Here. They don't want to lose their Florida audience.
I am freezing cold. So is Marcus.
I think we're done now.
Episode 3 will come out in 2 months. Unless something exciting happens beforehand. Another train convention. Another... Thanks for watching.
This is where it gets approved tomorrow.
Yeah, probably. Oh, God. Goodbye.
Bye!